A ver si ahora sí lo conseguimos. Hi everybody. Hi Sabadell, hi India. Hola México. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Es que estoy intentando imitar. A ver. A ver. Está diciendo que Oliver no puede unirse. Vamos a ver. A ver. Estoy invitando. Inviting the Olivers. Ahora. Si antes decimos que no hemos tenido ningún problema de conexión, antes sucede.
Justamente. Lo importante es que estamos aquí de nuevo.
Perfecto. Well, switch to English.
Okay.
So you were talking about where are we now, what are we trying to do, etc.
Correct. So yeah, basically what we are creating here with all of you and us is the Olivers, that is a new way of creating stories, of creating art, of creating culture. So what we are doing for everyone here is joining a lot of stars, people that are admired by their fans, and creating this story all together. So
this story, they are just actors. They are all the kind
Correct.
of, every kind of people. We want it to be kind of a democratic in a way. So we don't want to get just actors. They are not stars just in that way. So they are all the kind of people as well. Is it?
Exactly. There are actors, models, people from sports, singers, people from technology or business. So we want to bring the best from every vertical and create an amazing story all together, directed by Coldosea, our creative team, like for example you, Alvaromorte, and the community. So the community will be able to create this story with all these stars all together, creating something unique in history, in a unique format. In a new format we are creating for the first time. So this format is called the NFS, the Non-Fungible Story, and is based on different creative layers, ending with NFT collection per star. So as you know, Alvaro, we have 111 episodes, each of them from a different star on the whole story, and each of them with NFT collection. So with all of these, we want to do is democratize the access to this, to all this club of stars, to all these artistic pieces on this format, where all the fans, all the holders can access to the creative process and be part of it.
It's not going to be only stars. It's going to be also pieces of art itself, isn't it?
Exactly.
I don't want to give too much information, but about how we're going to develop these. But I think it's also important to let the people understand kind of everything we're trying to do here.
Exactly. Something very important and very exciting is that we are now making partnerships with the best museums in the world that we will be announcing when the collections are being released. So we are bringing to the NFS incredible pieces of art pieces that the team you will have to rescue for a hacker.
Shut up! Shut up!
Yeah, I don't want to say things, just a bit about the first episode, but yeah, everything will be coming. You will be everything will be released here as the episodes are coming. But really exciting. I cannot even stop talking about it.
Yeah. So maybe some people who are watching this live now would wonder maybe why we made these pre-sales, and then because it announced that we would make the wholesale like a few weeks ago, but it's been delayed. Can we explain to the people why has happened this, why we did it in this way?
Absolutely. We are a community-driven project, so we are doing this with our our community. So the idea is that the community has always a voice on what we are doing. So after selling out the pre-sale in a record time, actually, we were listening a lot to our community. They would love to have Alvaromorte in 3D for the NFTs. And actually, this is very aligned with what the market is demanding now, that they are like a really cool 3D creations with 10,000 or 111 NFTs, unique ones with different attributes. So we are remaking all the collection to 3D. It's been super cool to see you, Alvaro.
I love them. I love the design. I love them, actually, I have to say. Very
Yeah,
happy with them.
absolutely. And it's
Kind of
very,
cool.
very exciting. Very exciting to
Yeah.
see you representing in so many ways, and also,
Yeah.
of course, with our users letting us know what they like the most. That is what we said from the beginning, that we want to be a project created with the community. So we are redesigning everything to launch the public sale coming really soon with all these 3D models.
Okay. Tell us about what are the next steps to do. What's it going to be? I know we are developing our website and all this stuff, the platform
Exactly.
itself. So tell us something about that.
Sure. So first of all, we are ending all these designs that we want to launch about you. These designs, all these NFTs has their own benefits. So people with the NFTs, so the holders, will be able to access this exclusive club of stars and to create this story, this RPs with all of you. So I think this is very important to understand that people in this first step can access to all this exclusivity through this democratic way, that everyone can access to an NFT and everyone can just have it the time they want, or can just sell it whenever they want to sell it, and then all the people can use this right to be close to you. So this is the first step, launching this public sale. Also, we are going to launch the web with all the information about our roadmap, about what we want to do after this, how the story is going to evolve. And then also the platform is going to be included on this web that is about to be released, with more utilities where people can access and can, for example, vote in the story to see or to let us know what they want to where they want to go in the story, to choose between several options. To at the end, they are going to be co-directing you, right? Like on this story, they will be able to co-direct and co-create the story with all of with a lot of references on several industries. So
actually, that's one of the cool things of the project, that the participation of the community itself. That's why we changed the designs, because they
Exactly.
kind of ask them, and hey, why don't we try this option? And we discussed it, and wait, that's a good idea. Why not? So we should do that. So that's when we make this evolution into that. It's very important
Exactly.
to the people who know that they are going to be able to have a vote for things. Hey, I would like this to do in this way, to be in that way, or whatever, isn't it?
Exactly. Actually, the most important thing is that we achieve to let the community decide the more things possible on our creation. So this is the first thing we really change for all of you, and this is the way we design these NFTs. So with this, we will launch the platform where people can have a way to vote on all of these decisions, and also, of course, to make proof of ownership of the NFTs, and what we call power, that people in the community that are part of the club as holder of the NFTs, with Oli, our own token, they will have more power. It's a way for us to manage the rewards, to manage how people can be ordered on the way we take decisions. So the Oli will also provide, of course, a privilege to act with discount on the collections. So all of this will be on the web, with all the roadmap and all the platform that we will be evolving with all of you as community, as you want to be. So I think it's the most important thing is we're going to go to mainstream, to be a bridge between all mainstream and all this amazing industry that is being created under the blockchain, with all these NFTs and the possibilities we are creating with the NFS.
Marvelous. Do we have a date already?
We don't like to provide dates because we prefer to just deliver on time. But I would say, yeah, I mean, internally the team, we are testing the platform. It's already done. So basically, it's about I don't have to give dates, but yeah, it's about to be released in the coming.
Tell us something. Come on, Carlos. Tell us something.
So I could say we should have it ready early or mid February to be completely deployed and completely released with the functionalities, and then be improved on time, of course. But actually, I would say before, but I want to have some margin to don't eat my words after this.
And the first collection, this first collection that we already made the pre-sale, are we going to wait to have this web already to be released, or is it going to be an independent thing, or how are we going to manage with it?
Yeah, the good thing of the web is that provides more utilities to both the NFTs and the Oli token. So the web is something really urgent and important on our side, because we want to provide the more value we can as soon as possible. But the collection is something that can be independent. So what we are doing now is showing the first designs to the community, and now we are going to the market basically to start releasing it, probably in parallel to the release of the platform. But it's something independent. We could be launching it today. We are always trying to improve the designs, the more, I mean, before we launch. But something really important to know is that we are here to stay. We are here for of the community, and after the first success of the pre-sale, we expect really cool things and a really engaged community to be part of this.
I hope so.
First collection.
I hope so. I hope so. Let's see what happened. I mean, it was the two pre-sales that we made. Well, one of those two pre-sales was split into two as well, so we could talk about kind of three. You know, it was kind of sold out very quickly, we could say.
Yeah, first one, 84 seconds.
Okay, so I'm very excited for people to get involved with this and be able of. We've said this concept in other chats that we made, but this possibility of being connected to the audience, but from this point of view, like the audience is also kind of an executive producer
Exactly.
of your show. You know, it's like of course, if you have kind of more NFTs or whatever, you're gonna have more benefits, like in every club in the world, right?
Correct.
But one thing that I like, everyone who holds an NFT has already the right to say, hey, I'm here. This is my idea. I would like this to go this way or that way or whatever. So which is kind of very very
Exactly.
kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, for us, it's a great tool. First, to release something unique from you, something that everyone can collect and have some part of you created originally, unique for every fan that wants to have it. But then all of these collections, these NFTs also give you, as you said, the access to the creation of the story, to to you as stars, to be closer, to interact their, I mean, and express their ideas and be part of this. So I think it's a cool thing that all this club we are starting with you and creating with all the stars is changing everything. I mean, it's changing how the fandom works, right? It's like changing the way all the fans can access to their stars, to their beloved idols, and also to create something there. It's not just communication; it's also, as you said, be part of a creation you all together are doing. So it's for us it's very exciting to change this in history, how people interact with the people they admire and create
And there's
something
also
unique.
something very very cool, which is this that is kind of a very independent project.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know, that's really we don't need to ask anybody if he agree or not by taking this decision here in terms of telling the story or whatever. I think, which I think is kind of great.
Exactly. At the end, this independence gives us absolutely freedom to create the story we want, and also to listen the people and be able to change, to modify the
Right.
story, to leave it for the ways we want and the community wants. That's something unique that it's impossible to do on other kind of structures or on other models, right? With this
Is
format, we
that
have that
what?
freedom.
Yeah, is that what gives us the NFTs? I mean, why are we doing this using NFTs? Why do you think the NFTs are something that are going to stay in our society? What you know, you're an expert in this world. So what can you tell us about that thing?
Absolutely. I mean, now we are living a transition era, similarly to internet. When, for example, in 90s or early 20, um, it was the internet of information. Then with some webs, starting with e-commerce, then everything started evolving. Then in 2008, and then after that moment, the internet of value started with Bitcoin and with blockchain and with the several blockchains starting and then creating something unique that is being able to encapsulate the value and peer-to-peer transmit it to other people and interact without an intermediary, so decentralizing everything. So then now with the NFTs, people can encapsulate the property of something. So, for example, of an art piece or a right or a lot of things that, for example, even intellectual property, everything can be encapsulated and can be democratized, let's say like this way, in this way. So everyone can access to these art pieces that we are creating for you, with you and for the rest of the stars, and everyone can access to it everywhere in several marketplaces, and then be able to be part of this club, of this of the whole project. So this is something very beautiful. In other companies, especially before, it was very difficult to include your community, your fans, your clients, your I mean, a lot of a bigger ecosystem on the company. Now with NFTs, in a world that is being more decentralized, where the metaverses are being created with Meta, with, for example, the marketplace of NFTs that Instagram wants to include, or Twitter adding the verification system through NFTs. So all of these, Microsoft buying Activision for 69 billion to create a lot of things on the metaverse. So the world is changing to that way, to that place where everything is in 3D. We will have a lot of virtual spaces. We will have a lot of creative